Shalom, shalom on this holy Shabbat. So today is July 22nd, I believe. I'm looking at an article on this Yahoo newscast. It says, Australian woman killed by Minneapolis police officer didn't have to die, says police chief. And I'll just read a little bit of it. They say, speaking publicly for the first time since the deadly officer-involved shooting, Minneapolis Police Chief Jamie Harto said Thursday the killing of Australian woman Justine, Rusick, however you say that, didn't need to happen. So, and it says below that the 40-year-old didn't have to die. Now there's different things in this article, but I'm just going to focus on the basic premise here. Matter of fact, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. Let's see. The 40-year-old didn't have to die, Harto said of the July 15th shooting incident. The Minneapolis Police Department squad cars. Look at that. The police department squad cars are adorned with the lines to protect with courage and to serve with compassion, Harto said. This is what I see on this morning when I wake up. And I'm just like, first of all, I actually agree. So I'm not like these cowards who think that people's lives don't matter when they're killed by the police. But what bothers me, why can the police show so much compassion and adorn their squad cars, you understand, with things showing that they have remorse for the loss of this woman's life? So America is showing us who matters to them, and it's the white woman. They don't give a damn about Philando Castile being murdered in front of his fiancée and 4-year-old child. I mind you, Philando Castile was not driving. His wife was driving. So why did he even need to get his ID? You ever thought about that? Why did the officer want the ID and want to question Philando and he wasn't even driving? This is a damn shame. I'm just saying it like it is. This Australian woman killed in Minnesota, the same state as Philando. It seems that her life to America matters more than Philando, than Alton Sterling, than Eric Garner, than Tamir Rice, than Sandra Bland, the black woman who was pulled over for a taillight and subsequently mysteriously died in jail, which basically a murder that they got away with scot-free. Terrence Crutcher murdered by a white woman. That's why she got off, because Betty Shelby is white. This is a damn shame. Black people, Israelites, so-called Negro, we need to love ourselves. This is why we need to stop listening to the Christian church when they tell you to love everybody, and you need to get some understanding of what that phrase, love thy neighbor, really means. If you look it up in Leviticus, you will see that Christ was quoting from Leviticus chapter 19, I believe it's around verse 18. Love thy neighbor as thyself means do not bear a grudge against any of thy people. You understand? But if somebody is a cold-blooded killer, meaning a murderer, an intentional killer, you're not supposed to love them. They're supposed to be put to death. You understand? So I just wanted to briefly show this. It's amazing how much compassion. Look, they say she didn't have to die. Well, guess what? They're right. But Philando Castile didn't have to die. But they don't give a damn. And none of the hundreds of black people who get killed by police had to die when they're getting shot unarmed. And I'm going to bring out this other story. This guy, I believe he was in Arizona. I'm going to look it up, though. It's a black guy laying on the ground with his hands in the air. He was helping a patient from a place where he worked, a mentally ill patient, trying to keep them from shooting that guy. And instead, he himself was shot by the police. Fortunately, he did not die. But when he asked the officer, why did you shoot me, man? The officer said, I don't know. You understand? So he's blessed to still have his life. It's just sad. You can be laying on the ground, rolling on the ground, in your seatbelt, out of your seatbelt, previously hit with a taser like Terrence Crutcher, or about to be hit with a taser. It doesn't matter. Whatever position you in, as long as you're in your black skin, your life doesn't matter in this country. But that's going to change because we're not going to stand for it. We have to make our lives matter. We had to let these bastards know, look, if you're going to protect this white woman, we going to protect the black woman, and we going to protect ourselves, the black man. They could at least show some compassion for Sandra Bland or Tamir Rice or Trayvon Martin, though. Especially Trayvon, because it wasn't even a cop that killed him. Think about this, people. They can kill our women and children, and we're supposed to say it's okay, it's just a tragedy. This is the first police shooting I can even remember in recent times that's being even viewed as a homicide. We can't even get a damn manslaughter charge when they kill black people. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to just keep it real with you. I don't care. I don't give a damn about this white woman getting shot because they don't care about our people. They need to make black lives matter before we're going to care about a white life from Australia. She gets treated more like an American than the black people who slaves and built this country. She's not even from here. So we need to wake up. Just face the fact. A white woman from Australia is more of an American citizen in the eyes of this corrupt, wicked government than black people are who was born here for generations. So with that, just a wake-up call. Shalom. Love yourself. Know your enemy. You understand? And it's this so-called white man who is Esau.